Okay. Hi guys. So I don't know if a lot of you know this about me, that I actually used to be 70 pounds heavier and I had like a major weight loss transformation. So it all began about 4 years ago when I stepped on the scale and I was 183 pounds. And I was just like, oh my God, how did I get here? Like, I was super unhappy with the way I looked. And I just wasn't comfortable with anything. Yeah, I just felt like it was about time. I was like 19 years old. And yeah, so I just want to motivate and inspire people because this is something that so many people struggle with. And a lot of people actually send me messages on Facebook, Instagram, like everywhere about how I lost this weight. So I thought it would be really helpful for me to make this video for everyone. Okay, I'm also going to be inserting pictures of what I look like because I know that really helped me, like seeing before and after pictures of people during their weight loss. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to give a little bit of a background. Like all throughout high school, I was pretty overweight, a little bit through junior high, but it got really bad during like my first and the beginning of my second year of university. In high school, I was probably 160, around there, 150 or 160. And then I actually gained 20 more pounds after that. So in my first year, like 183 pounds. And I remember like weighing myself and being super disappointed in how I got to that. Yeah, I was just really motivated to lose this weight because it was in the beginning of the year. And I knew that summer my brother was getting married, and I knew that my family from back home and from Pakistan was going to come here, and they do give me a little bit of a hard time. And if you're Pakistani, you know people are really people can be really straightforward and blunt. So if you're fat, they're going to call you fat. Yeah, so obviously those words hurt, and throughout my life I've been hearing it. So I just didn't want people to really make fun of me, and I really wanted to prove them that I could actually do it. But throughout the journey, I actually learned that you don't need to prove it to anybody. You need to prove it to yourself, and the only person that's going to live with this body is you. So you need to be happy in whatever stage you're in. So just to give some stats about me, I'm 5'5", so I'm kind of like average height, average kind of tall. For that weight, 183 pounds, I was obese. Like I calculated it like through those websites, and I was just like shocked. I was like, I'm not in the overweight category, I was obese. So clearly this was unhealthy and this was such an issue for me. So the first month I lost around 15 pounds. So it was really easy for me to lose weight in that first month because I guess like my body wasn't used to it. And what I did was pretty much I would exercise on the elliptical machine until for like an hour to hour and a half. And yeah, so that's all I would do because at that point I couldn't physically do much else. Like I couldn't run, I couldn't really sustain myself on a treadmill, and it was just too hard. So I lost that weight, and then that pushed me to the next month. And so I did the elliptical machine for about 2 months, and it was working. And then I was 160 something pounds, and I noticed that it stopped working for me and that I had to find like another way. So I decided to do the treadmill. And okay, so it was around like the second month where I decided to get a little bit more serious about this weight loss. Like I was like, this is possible for me. Like now is the time that I need to actually try harder and make sure I actually achieve this goal. So I decided to actually make this vision board for myself to lose the next 40 pounds, and I can show that to you guys. I definitely recommend that you guys make like a vision board if it's a lot of weight that you want to lose. Even if it's like 10 pounds, you should still take some poster paper and just write down exactly what you need to do and your goals for the day. Okay, so here it is, guys. On the top, it just says like how to lose 40 pounds. Because I was like, and then my goal weight was 125 at the time. So yeah, it just says like 5 main things that I needed to focus on, which was eating healthy, of course. And then it says for breakfast, I would have oats, veggies, and eggs, protein shakes, yogurt, fruit. So, and then lunch, I would have like salad, veggies, fish, chicken, stir fry, except like the healthy kind. You can make it with like olive oil. Dinner, I would have quinoa. I don't know how to say it. Quinoa. With more veggies and chicken. Like snacks, hummus with vegetables, and I would eat so much fruit, you guys. I literally, every snack was probably a fruit. Like it was either grapes, oranges, and like my main thing, I tell this to like a lot of people who want to lose weight, it's apples. Like you need to eat a lot of apples. Like every time you're hungry, just slice up some apples. Or if you're going somewhere and you know you're gonna be hungry in a bit, just take an apple with you. I would literally eat like 3 apples a day. Like, I know it's a little insane, but like apples have fiber, so I think they're good for like everything to flow in your body, and you know that you're like digesting everything. Okay, the second thing I wrote is exercise, workout, and at that time, I think I was doing 5 times per week, but I remember that I did it every single day. So make sure that you guys are working out every single day. Like I worked out every day for an hour, and sometimes I would do even more than an hour. I would do like little exercises in my room. Okay guys, and all of this I did at home. I have an elliptical and a treadmill, and that's all you really need. And then with the exercises, there's so many on Instagram that you can do just like in your bedroom or wherever. And yeah, so you don't need to get a gym membership. I think that's really important. I used to get gym memberships all the time thinking that, you know, oh, this is going to motivate me, but nothing's going to motivate you guys except for you actually doing it and you being in that mindset that you have to lose this weight. Make sure you're writing down your weekly weigh-ins so you can like see your progress every week and see if it's kind of steady, and then you can change it up like depending on how that goes. Okay, the third thing I wrote down here is motivation. And every time you feel unmotivated or like you want like pizza or chocolate or anything like that, or you want to eat fast food, you need to think about the reason why you're on this journey and like why you want to lose weight. And as soon as you think about that, it should help you kind of talk yourself out of like eating anything bad. Another motivation for me was clothing. I loved shopping at the time, and like everyone wants to look good in clothes and buy clothes. So I remembered I hated shopping. I hated the way clothing looked on me. Like it was just such a struggle finding clothes. So I was like, oh, I can't wait to like, you know, it was another reason to lose this weight, to look better in clothing and look the way I wanted to look. Okay, the fourth thing I wrote down here is drink water. Yeah, I definitely drank a lot of water. So don't have pop, don't have soda, don't have juice, don't have any liquids other than water. So yeah, make sure you guys plan what you're gonna eat exactly that day and make sure it's nutritious for you, and you're also getting that workout and plan what time you're gonna work out. For me, I'm such a morning person. I always work out in the mornings. A lot of people tell other people that they're gonna lose this weight. You don't need to tell anybody or prove to anybody that you're gonna do this. Like you're gonna do it, and the only person you need to keep accountability to is yourself. You don't owe anybody anything, because at the end of the day, I don't think anybody really cares about if you lose this weight or not, because they can tell you that you look good, but it's you that has to take control of your health and your happiness. Also, I have a really good quote for everybody who is kind of struggling. This really affected me, and every time I was like demotivated, or I was like, oh shit, I'm not losing this weight like fast enough, or like, why am I even doing this? Like because that's gonna happen. Like you're gonna have your ups and downs. You're not gonna be like motivated 24/7. So whenever you're down, just look at the things that make you positive and push you even further. You have to love yourself through the process and do whatever it takes to make you kind of push yourself further and further every day. So the quote is, growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. So yeah, that was really life-changing for me. Like, I didn't want to be somewhere that I didn't belong. So I didn't want to be unhappy and overweight and not wearing the clothes I want and not feeling the best that I was feeling. So at the time, my goal weight was 125, but I actually lost a lot more weight than that. I remember being down to like 112 pounds, and I think at that point I was a little bit too skinny. Right now I currently weigh 100 and anywhere from 120 to 125. So it kind of just fluctuates. So figure out what's a good weight for your height. Anyways, I hope this video was really helpful and that you guys maybe learned something. If you guys have any questions about weight loss or fitness, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.